With regards to Scotland, same in the title race. It's a fantastic weekend for Hearts, who get over the line again. By all counts, it wasn't great, but it's a 1-0 win against Falkirk. Celtic get beat by Hibs, and Rangers managed to claw it back 2-0 down to Livingston, and they managed to get a point and just stay in there. And yeah, I think for Hearts, Rangers and Celtic got the recruitment in January, and as did Hearts, don't get me wrong, but Rangers and Celtic went and spent the money and got who they felt they could try kind of drive themselves back into this with Hearts. And I think one thing that we underestimated is Shankland and Devlin will feel like new signings when they come back for Hearts. They really will. I mean, they're the two best players, right? They are the two best players and have been this season. And when your striker, your main striker, your goal scorer is out, that hurts Hearts. And when they come in, it'll give them a new lease of life and they'll look like a different team again. So they just need to keep plodding along until they get those two back. But in a weird way, as hard as it's been for Hearts without them, and they've still done very well, I'm kind of looking at it, I'm thinking of the story, written, and you're kind of thinking them coming back just seems to be about perfect timing for Hearts, and they will take that this weekend. No doubt that is a really, really good weekend for them. And Motherwell last night with a 5-0 humping over St Mirren, great football, and a lot of people are saying they're not out of it. That manager's doing a great job there. I watched his interview after the game. He talks really well, and he made a really good point about it's in the micromanaging when they were saying how you getting the best out of players. It's pulling someone aside on the bus on game day when you've thought of something, or pulling them aside in the changing room on game day, or saying something in the last training session. And yeah, I love that. That's how I always felt as a coach, was, just pulling people aside and having those little conversations and saying something to stick in someone's head just to do with the game and their position relative is always massive, more so than the bigger picture that you work on in the week with training.